Hello everyone and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max and today we are taking a look at this very cool Volkswagen Passat B5 W8. So this has the W8 8-cylinder engine, 4 liter, 275 horsepower, 370 Newton meters of torque. But not just any Passat, because this is the sort of show car from GUERRILLA exhaust. So we've got a couple of logos, the camo wrap of course, 18-inch BBS wheels, and there's a badge right here, W8 4Motion all-wheel drive system. And well, those are the standard, the stock exhaust tips, I believe. But that's about it for the exhaust, because this has a very cool X-pipe exhaust by GUERRILLA exhaust with a bypass valve. So this thing sounds incredible. Let's take a look under the hood. Because this is very special. So this W8 engine was developed to sort of test this shape of engine to see if it would work, to be developed on, and later on this would be the base for the W12 engine in the Audi and Bentleys, and for example the W16 in the Bugatti and the Veyron, and the Chiron of course now. So this basically is two narrow angle V4 engines bolted together with a flat plane crankshaft and two balance shafts. So because this is so square and yeah, it's a bit weird looking, it's a very small 8-cylinder engine, and that's because this engine fits in this quite small engine compartment. So this could fit in any car that has space for a V6 engine, which is very cool. You know, it's a cool engine really, and it has a very distinctive sound. Of course, it sounds like a real Volkswagen, so you have sort of that VR6 sound. Let's start it up with the valves closed. And you get a very, very nice V8 sound. So you have that dark V8 growl and then a little sharp sound from the exhaust. But let's see what happens when we open it up. So the bypass valve is open now. I mean, what else is there to say? Now you know why we are driving this 14-year-old Volkswagen, because it sounds incredible. I'm going to start with the valves closed and just drive around a little, and then open the valves so you can hear this monstrous V8 sound, or V8. Listen to me, W8. So this is what I think is the cool thing about this car. Drive it like this and you have a very, very smooth 8-cylinder engine with a very smooth power delivery, with a 6-speed manual, 4-wheel drive, and it's quiet, it's nice in here, it's comfortable. So this Passat does 6.8 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. Top speed limited at 250 kilometers an hour. But it really was sort of a special car for Volkswagen, because this was sort of the predecessor of the Volkswagen Phaeton. You know, this was supposed to be This was supposed to be a luxury car, a premium car with that W8 in a Passat, had to compete with a BMW 540i or a Mercedes E430, cars like those. And that was for the first time for Volkswagen. So you have this really civilized V8 sound, but let's open it up now, because it's not civilized at all anymore. This is awesome. Man, that is a great sound. It's a really weird sound. It's a sound that almost only comes from Volkswagens. Let me open the window a bit. That's so cool. And it's not explosively fast or anything, or it doesn't handle that well. It's quite heavy. But that sound is just, it's very unique, and I really love that. And because this is, you know, sort of a show car, it's quite shouty, it's quite out there with that rev and those wheels and stuff. But if you would have this just as a Passat and have like a black one or a grey one with this bypass valve exhaust, and you could just drive it like this, very inconspicuously, I mean, you'd have a real sleeper sort of when it comes to the sound and the power, of course, because this was a powerful car back in the day. So when you would have this completely stock and just that exhaust, you'd have a real Jekyll and Hyde car. And that's something I always love, because I think it's really fun to surprise people with crazy things like this. And you know, speaking about the exhaust, Guerrilla exhaust is in the Netherlands, and they build everything by hand, so everything is custom made. We have seen the parts, it's incredible. They do some awesome stuff, and they make exhaust which sound like this. So you know, if you're interested in getting something for your own car, they can build anything for any car. So even if you have, you know, a 4-cylinder engine or a 6-cylinder engine, they can make it sound good. So if you're interested, check out GUERRILLAExhaust.com, because I don't want to scare those people. I don't think you could see that from the camera, but I opened the exhaust valve and that dude just turned around immediately. So let's open it up. So that was it for this very cool Guerrilla exhaust Passat W8. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I think this is so cool, these kinds of cars. I really like that we can drive crazy things like this. If you liked it as well, please subscribe. You can subscribe by clicking on the little icon in the bottom right corner. And you can follow us on social media. Just search for AutoTopNL and you will find us. Thanks guys. See you at the next one. Bye.